Hey, Lighthouse family, Pastor Adam here. I am back, and today I'm with my buddy, Elder Jordan. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Father Adam?
I saw that you guys were calling me Father Adam, and I gotta tell you the truth, I really got a kick out of it. I was at home watching with Paris, and we were laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fatherhood is a blessing.
Wow. Have you slept?
Have I slept? I'll tell you the truth. The first couple of days were actually really rough.
Yeah.
You know, for those of you who have kids, and someone like you who you're newly married, so you don't have kids yet. But I'll tell you what, man. There's one time I fell asleep on the floor. I just fell asleep. Paris was trying to get the baby to feed, and I was so tired. I literally rolled on the nursery floor, closed my eyes, and I woke up 20 minutes later.
Oh,
and I was
my.
like, I told her, I was like, I'm too old for this. Like, my shoulder was hurting. But, the baby's here. They do the footprints. They do all this stuff, right? Then they move you upstairs to another room, and there you go.
Come on.
The nurse brings you some diapers, swaddles her up for you, and then says, this is your baby. Take care of her.
That's so exciting.
It is. She's such a sweetheart. I should have gave Pastor JK a picture to put up because I don't mind sharing a picture. But I have pictures all over my personal social media. But he's going to find one? Okay, that's fine. Just make sure it's a good one or Paris will not be happy with me. But no, she's a sweetie. We named her Angelina Michelle. And being a dad is it's a special thing. Mm-hmm. When it's your time, Jordan, it's a special bond you'll share with your wife. And I don't, poopy diapers aren't like enjoyable, but it's my kid and I enjoy taking care of her. I get to feed her from the bottle, and she's so cute. When you feed a baby from the bottle, they just look up at you with their big eyes, and they just look at you like you're the greatest person. Is there a picture up? Okay, I can't see the picture, but I pray it's a good picture. She's going to be 2 weeks old tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a really good time. So thank you, Lighthouse, for allowing me, and Elder Jordan's been filling in for me, and Pastor Dan's out of town right now, so you're filling in for Pastor Dan now. This is our TV ministry leader, so more and more Elder Jordan's going to be on camera.
Yes.
But thanks for filling in for me.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And then Lighthouse, just, thank you for allowing me and Paris to adjust to parenthood. So thank God Paris has plenty of time to be with the baby while I'm here, and just getting used to being a parent. Oh, yeah. And then our anniversary. Not that this whole thing's about me, but our anniversary was yesterday. 2 years married, have a newborn, so we're going strong. So in case you're wondering, Jordan, what your countdown clock is, when were you married?
September 16th.
September 16th.
Yes.
So what's today? Today's the 24th of October, so a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're 23 months away from a newborn if you go on my calendar.
Wow. That is crazy to think about.
Just enjoy your life, man.
Yeah.
God is good. I'll say that. Baby's healthy. Paris is healthy. We're all good. But there was a lot of stuff that has been happening here on campus, and I didn't get to participate in all of it, but I got to watch online, and thank God for our live streams we do.
Right.
So, I mean, as a TV ministry leader,
Yeah, there's lots of... We have to go back in detail for every single little thing that has been going on.
Yeah. So we're gonna highlight a little bit of what happened last week. I came back on Saturday, so I was here all weekend long, and it was a blessing. And I just feel led to say this, so I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be Pastor Dan and just feel led to say something and say it. I was praying in my office this morning, and I said, Lord, I will not allow an Eeyore spirit to come on me. Do you know who Eeyore is?
No, I don't.
Okay, you ever see Winnie the Pooh?
Yes.
Okay, Eeyore is the one who's always like down in the dumps and complaining.
Yeah.
And I said, I will not allow someone to say, welcome back, and then smile at me as if like, oh, it sucks that you're back. It's a privilege to be in God's house.
Amen.
I love what I do. I miss my wife and daughter, but I love being in God's house. I love serving him. It's a privilege to serve Jesus. My hands could be black from changing tires, but we get to serve God.
Yeah.
And I love being here.
Right.
And then when I get home, I'm not going to be here and hang out with my baby, but it's a privilege to serve. I just felt led to say that. It's a privilege to serve God. And I came in this morning with a big smile on my face because I was happy to be back and to just continue the work of ministry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to build off of that, I like that. I like that a lot. One thing that I always like to try to go by is, we don't have to do something. We get to do it, and it's a blessing to be able to do it. And so maybe today, someone's listening, you felt like, okay, I have to do this. I have to do that. Well, there's someone else who's wishing that they were in your shoes and wish that they could be able to, have a family or to be able to be married or to be able to be part of an amazing ministry. And so if you can just change your mindset, change the way that you think about it to, wow, I get to do this. I'm blessed to be able to be a part of this. It's a way that really will make you be able to be grateful. And I think that, we're about to enter into that season, so it's important that we have our minds focused on what we should be grateful for.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, you're right, because we're going into November, Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I love it, Elder Jordan. Any good thing that ever happens in your life, the devil will find a thought to slip into your mind of the negative impact of it. Mm-hmm. Just God will give you, in my circumstance, a newborn, a beautiful wife, and their marriage is doing so well, thriving, and but you still wish you were single without a baby. Like just silly thoughts. Yeah. Instead, I'm blessed.
Right.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
We're young and we're married. Pastor Malachi's married. God's good to us. Amen. And God's good to you too. So, I don't know. Put something in the comments that you're thankful to God about. It could be your health. It could be your financial situation. I watched Night of Favor. I watched Pastor Benny. I know a lot of good stuff happened.
Yeah.
So that was a couple weeks ago, but I just want to acknowledge, the givers of this house. Because of your faithful giving, we are able to do what we do here at Lighthouse. Yeah. That Night of Favor, it's on my mind because me and Elder Jordan were just talking about posting some of the reactions of people winning, and what a blessing. $10,000 to how many people was it? 10?
It was 11.
11?
I believe, and then one of 25.
And one of $25,000, and just to see people's lives changed, it's because of your faithful giving, and this is a debt-free ministry. Right. We're able to just continue to bless people, and we're going to talk all about Pastor Dan's Influencer series, but Jordan, let everyone know what's happening on Tuesday nights on the Word Network now.
So Tuesday night now, you can tune in on the Word Network, and we're going to be having live broadcasting where you can listen to some of the messages from Pastor Dan and from your very own ministers here at the Lighthouse Church of All Nations. So we want to encourage you to just jump on, and whenever you're jumping on TV, just go on the Word Network and check out our 7:30 live television broadcast.
Yep. So we are live. I have my notes in front of me because I want to get this right. It's Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and the truth is, I think I caught a glimpse of the Word Network while me and Paris were at the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, because the baby was born not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. So they had the Word Network at Christ Hospital.
Oh, wow.
So we caught a quick glimpse of it.
Nice.
So if you want to watch more Lighthouse content, you can catch us on the Word Network every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., just local time. So make sure you check that out. And then on Wednesday, the Life Ministry, they had their meet and greet and takeover service. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Elder Darth preached.
Yes.
And it was a powerful, powerful message. I really, really was touched by the video that you put up of the woman who did not realize that she was royalty. She was adopted, and it was found out later on in her life when she basically went all the way back to where she came from and was able to track everything down, that she was essentially royalty and was basically it was a princess or
I think she was a princess.
Yeah, a princess in the kingdom that she was born in. And so the whole message was just phenomenal. I loved it. And the way that Elder Darth just put it all together was very, very touching and just showing us who we really are in God's kingdom.
Yeah, Elder Darth she's one of the most intelligent people I know. She's one of those people that when you see her, you're thankful that she's over your school district.
Yeah.
Because she's an assistant superintendent.
Yeah.
And she's actually an assistant superintendent of the school district that I was in school in for some time. So you be
crazy.
thankful that your kids, she's looking out for them, and you have a woman of God in the public sphere looking out for kids.
Yeah.
It's not private school, it's public school. So thank God that God has positioned people like her in public school.
Yeah, and on top of that, I also recall that she said that she actually prays for the students. They pray for the students. They pray for, just peace and all these different things for the students in the community.
Yeah.
And it was extremely, extremely touching that, there's people who are interceding for children and for students in our community.
So if you guys are watching, tag Elder Darth and Pastor Ricardo. Let her know that we're giving her a lot of love. They say the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Well, when you have 2 children who are on their way to becoming doctors on full ride scholarships, the proof is in the pudding of the type of woman and type of man of God Pastor Ricardo is.
Yeah.
But I don't want to forget to also mention Brother Mike and Sister Angela Tremule. They are our life ministry leaders. They're the ones who put the service together as well as the meet and greet. So the way our age groups ministries go, it can be it goes by tens. We've kind of adjusted it a little bit. So 0 to 10 is Kids Nation, and then 11 to 19 is our Youth All Stars, which is now being led by Pastor Malachi and Sister Alexis, and that's all about the influencer series, which we'll be talking about. And then we have our Ignite 20 to 29, Anchor 30 to 39, and then we have what's 40 to 49? Impact.
Yeah.
Impact's 40 to 49, and dear God, 50 to 59 is our life ministry. We have a lot of ministries, so I could keep on going, but our life ministry, 50 to 59, they put on a meet and greet. They got to hang out, talk, and then they had this wonderful service. So Brother Mike, Sister Angela, you guys are just awesome. I celebrate you. I watched from home. And I just thought their video presentation showing the different events that they've done. They've gone bowling. They've had what they call a chat and chew.
Yeah.
And I know they're going to have another one in the spring coming up. So just shout out to you guys. You did an awesome job. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens more in the 50 to 59-year-old ministry.
Yeah, amen. It was awesome.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a ways to go before we get there. But, Pastor JK is quickly approaching 50, so he'll let us know how it's going. But, but this last Saturday, we have to highlight it because the man of God himself spoke.
Pastor G.
Pastor Garland.
Yes.
So Pastor Garland, whew. You know what I was thinking? He's like the book of Proverbs.
Yeah.
He literally just spits out wisdom that you're like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Where most people would get lost in their thoughts, he just spits out wisdom. And he just preached on the cost of greatness. And it was a really, really powerful message.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to have to watch that one.
Yeah.
You weren't here this Saturday,
No, I wasn't
right?
here this Saturday.
So this guy took one for the team. On Sunday, I'm staring at a Transformer costume that's behind the camera that he wore all weekend long. But you have to watch last Saturday's message. It's going to air this upcoming Friday at 6:30 on the church Facebook and YouTube channel. You have to see it because Pastor Garland just taught on greatness and the price of greatness and the cost of greatness, and you don't see the struggle behind the scenes, right? No one sees this guy writing notes and notes and notes and notes for TV ministry, and I've seen them. And I go, Elder Jordan, I don't know how you are coming up with this stuff and fresh ideas every week for almost a year now for the radio program that you do. And what time is it on Sundays?
It is at 6:30 a.m. live, Inspiration 1390 a.m. Yeah.
So every week, and that's kind of what Pastor Garland talked about, the preparation and just
a lot of
serving God, and it was so powerful, Pastor Garland. We honor you, and it's always a treat to hear Pastor Garland on a Saturday.
Oh, absolutely.
Pastor Garland, he knows how to dress better than me.
So
as Pastor Dan says, a little something for the kids.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to just build off that too is, Pastor Garland, one thing I love about even hearing him minister is, Pastor Garland is so credible.
Oh, yeah.
like everything that he says, like he has, you know, he shows his credentials.
Yeah.
You know, been married to the same woman for over 20 years.
Yep.
You know, been to Bible college.
Yep.
Been, you know, like just faithful, dedicated, committed. And I think that it's so important that, you know, when people talk about something, that they have done it, you know, and they've been there. And so when you hear from them, it's so, you know, you actually desire so much to hear from them because you know that they have so much wisdom stored up.
Yeah.
And that's honestly one of the things that I always think about every time I hear Pastor Garland minister is, you know, he owns an electrician company. So many things that he has under his belt, you know, so he's not just talking about it, but he's being about it.
Exactly. And you don't always know someone's story. And
Right.
if you're interested to see just a total work of God, Pastor Garland, he really went into his story a little bit about how there were times when his kids weren't even in the youth ministry yet, but him and Pastor Farida were broken down on the side of the road right before a youth tour, and they had to have someone pick them up so then they could get on the bus to go travel with kids who weren't even their kids to be a part of youth ministry.
Wow.
Years and years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's there's testimony wrapped in there, and you just have to watch it. It was a blessing on Saturday, but on Sunday, the influencer series. Now I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about this. Pastor Malachi's behind camera. Pastor Malachi, can you grab, I don't know, the helmet of this Transformer outfit? Jordan, tell us about influencer.
The Youth Influencer Series, first off, Pastor Malachi and Sister Alexis and
Yes.
all the people involved in it, they did such a wonderful, wonderful job.
It's okay if it's a little beat up.
Giveaways, and I'm telling you, this is something that you need to bring your kids out to because it is something that is actually life-changing. It's sincerely a life-changing series that we do here at Lighthouse, and so it's something that you don't want to miss. One time a year, we do this, and we take the time to, you know, spend on the youth 11 to 19 and just really impart to them the Word of God. But yesterday, you know, one of the things that we do here is obviously we adapt the message,
Yes.
you know, for the kids so that people are able to hear the message and receive it the way that they need to. And so, you know, Pastor Dan asked me last week if I could be the Goliath for him in his youth influencer message. And so in that, I had to wear a full-blown Transformers costume.
So this was your Goliath
And,
under.
yeah, this was my
armor?
Goliath, battle
Your
gear.
battle helmet.
My helmet, and I'll tell you what, it was difficult.
Why is it missing an ear?
Well, you should ask Isaiah Mays.
Pastor Garland's youngest son
Here's
was
the thing.
David.
Yeah, you need to go and watch the first service because, you know, I told him like 3 times before, make sure everything is gentle. And I was trying to make sure that, you know, he took his time with it, but he was ready. He went to try and slay me like David slayed Goliath with, you know, taking this thing off, and he was ripping it off my head, and I'm like, dude, this is all plastic. This is all plastic, and this is not very comfortable.
He was invested.
Yeah.
And the whole point is Pastor Dan was talking about bullies and how to deal with bullies, and David was obviously bullied by Goliath, so you know you guys get the point. But just adapting the way we present the message, or adapting the method, but the message stays the same.
Right.
And so it was just really powerful. And Pastor Malachi, come over here real quick. Because he goes, oh, but we're going to pull him on camera. Because this guy right here, he has done a wonderful job. Here, I'm going to take this off so we can kind of share it. Because this guy and Sister Alexis, and, you know, you have Elder Trey and Sister Cheyenne now helping you. I told them that's the smartest move they ever made right there. But true story, they were at my house. They said, Pastor Malachi asked us for a meeting. I wonder if Alexis is pregnant. Maybe we're going to be everyone's godparents. I started laughing. I think it's about youth ministry. But just what are we missing? We know it's 11 to 19. We know that Pastor taught on bullying, but there's a whole lot more to this.
Yeah, yesterday was so amazing. And, you know, the one thing Pastor Dan and I talked about was, you know, we want to have the kids evangelize to their school. Bring it down a little. No, they can't see me on the camera. camera. We wanted them to evangelize and bring people to church. So for every kid that brings a kid between ages 11 and 19, they get $20. So if they bring 10 kids, we're giving them $200.
So if you came to church and me and Jordan were first time guests and you brought us, they would get $40. Okay.
Yep. And
That's
then
good.
this week we gave them their influencer T-shirts. And if you missed this week, don't worry, you'll be able to get a T-shirt this week. But this week, I'm not going to say what it is because I don't have clearance from Pastor Dan. But the gift we're giving out this week is going to be so amazing. It's going to be really cool. And I'll just say, what we did this week is...
Pastor JK has a microphone for you. Great.
Awesome. What we did this week and what we bought, we spent a lot of money on. So it's going to be amazing. And then also, you want to make sure you get your kids here because in week 3, Elder Jordan, we're giving away multiple iPhone 14s.
Really?
Multiple,
Okay.
And those are...
It's the 14 Plus.
That's wild.
It's the bigger phone.
Yeah, it's a bigger phone, and those are over $1,000. We're
Yes,
giving
they are.
away the brand new iPad,
Okay.
the brand new generations. Those are over $1,000. And then we're also giving away PS5.
And you can't even
Yeah.
find those in the
You
store.
can't even find them in Walmart, Target, Best Buy. So I know Mr. Jonathan spent a whole lot of money to make this happen. Thank you, Pastor JK, for fixing the camera because my knee was going numb. But it was so amazing. Pastor Dan preaching on bullying, and like you guys are talking, these kids deal with such bullying in this world that we live in,
Yes.
and sometimes they're not open to talking about it. So, and no one's better than Pastor Dan to get people to bring it. And then the way he ended it, where he brought all the people who have ever dealt with bullying, and he did a prayer. I thought that was so amazing.
Yeah, and what was really telling about it is I saw a young man who's probably 6'4", 220 pounds of muscle. He came up.
Yeah,
because everyone's gone through bullying on some level.
So we got 2 more weeks. It's a 3-week series. So make sure you get your kids here, ages 11 and 19, because we got so much. And then I'll just do a plug for the youth ministry. Tonight, there's youth.org at 7 p.m. If you want any performing arts, dance, spoken word, hard knocks, that's our drum line. Come on out tonight and meet First Lady and her team at 7 p.m. And then also this Thursday, if you're interested in singing at in any sort of way, come out to Chosen Youth Choir at 7 p.m. You can meet Sister Ebony and Pastor Frida and our amazing Chosen Youth team, and we just can't wait to see you out there.
All right, thanks, Pastor Malachi. We had to pull him off camera just because we want you to know of all the amazing things happening with our youth.
Yeah.
And, Elder Jordan's involved too, playing, I don't know. I didn't watch Transformers growing up. Did you?
I forgot the name of this character, but I believe it's, Optimus
Prime.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun, and the final thing I'll say, just so you know, parents, it's really important that you get your kids to come out, and this is really how seriously we take it here at Lighthouse. So I sit in the same section just about every Sunday. I had my seat moved 3 times because kids get priority in the middle sections during that time, and it was my privilege to move.
Say thank you to everyone who moved.
Oh, yes. That's very true, Pastor Malachi. He said, we need to thank everyone who did move, and thank you for being understanding. I couldn't imagine someone being upset about being asked to move when you see so many kids who came in.
Right.
They had the entire middle section packed out, and as service kept on going on, more kids were coming. So I got moved at least 3 times before I said, there's so many kids, I'm just moving way out of there. So thank you for being patient with us and just supporting the youth in that way. It's something I'm not going to forget. Thank you, Pastor Malachi. And shout out to the usher team.
Yes.
Because the Lord knows. Someone asked me one time, they said, Pastor Adam, is there anything that you don't do? Because they saw me running a camera. There's so much I don't do. But I said, yeah, I don't usher. And nor shall I ever usher. Because it's a hard ministry. So thank you, ushers, for working with everyone and just making it very successful. If you go back and watch the live stream, you'll just see all the white shirts, their influencer shirts. There were a lot of young people here, and they were, Pastor Dan has a way of just being a goofball and having fun. And as someone, who does TV like you, Jordan, you know what it means to be a positive influencer.
Absolutely.
So that's what this whole series is about. So it's Sundays, 8:30 a.m. and 11, October 23rd, 30th, and November 6th. So it's 3 weeks. You don't want to miss it. Lots of fun stuff coming your way. And then this upcoming week, Elder Jordan, we have a lot going on. Pastor Malachi, when is the next choir rehearsal? It's this Thursday. adult choir. This Tuesday. Okay, so this Tuesday,
Yeah.
you can also come to choir. Want to get that plug in. They're getting ready for their live recording. But I want to jump to next Wednesday, Elder Jordan. This is my buddy right here.
Yeah, I know.
I love Minister Bev Combs. She's the best.
Yeah, she is one of the funniest preachers I've ever heard.
True story. You would never think this. Me and Elder Jordan talk about TikTok and Instagram Reels a lot because of TV. But one of our most popular TikToks the church has ever made, because we have a TikTok page. If you didn't know, look it up. But Minister Bev, when she was preaching, she was just so funny.
Yeah.
I never would have thought she'd be that funny.
Right.
It's funny how when people get behind the pulpit, a different side of them comes out.
Yeah.
But she just made a joke about getting her own amens from her purse, and she'd open it up. And we posted it on TikTok, and I think it has 50,000 views.
Oh, my.
So she went viral. She went like legitimately viral, and she's a good woman of God.
Yeah.
And we talked about the Life Ministry having their meet and greet. That was 50 to 59. This is teenagers, okay? So they are 70 years old and up. They are having their meet and greet this Wednesday at 5:30. You know, Elder Jordan, we're going to go live at some point this week to really make a push for you to come if your age is 70 and up. Mm-hmm. Minister Bev has a heart for Jesus, and I know what she has prepared for you. She is, truthfully, as executive pastor here, I deal with every ministry in some capacity, and she is one of the finest in terms of preparing ahead of time. She is so amazing, and she's ready to go. I have no doubt. So 5:30 is their meet and greet. It's going to be in the grand lobby, right, Jordan?
Yes.
So we're going to have to make sure you have enough chairs, because we had some ministries, me and Pastor Garland turned into temple care because of the success of how many people came. So the meet and greet is at 5:30 in the grand lobby, and then they are going to have their takeover service. So it's going to be awesome. They have a soloist, and they have their own preacher. It's going to be amazing. So make sure this Wednesday, 70 and up, and only they can come on campus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone else, it's still cyber.
It's still cyber. So if you are 70 and up, come on campus this Wednesday. It starts at 5:30 for the meet and greet, and then stay over for service. You're more than welcome if you're 70 and up to be in the sanctuary, to be a part. It's your service. So don't just say it's the teenager service I'm going. Say it's my service. I'm 70 and up. Teenagers, they're going to be talking a little bit about their Ship Shawana trip coming on up in December here. So much is good is happening in the teenagers ministry. So don't miss it. And then Pastor Malachi, can you confirm with me? Can Pastor JK put up the graphic for them? Okay. So you can email teenagersministry@gmail.com to RSVP. So there are going to be some light refreshments. They're going to have some finger foods to just, fill your belly up a little bit if you go and you're 70 and up. So make sure you email Minister Bev at that email so she can get a head count and can properly prepare for your arrival. All right. So this Saturday, Elder Jordan, who's bringing the word?
Brother Elijah Bowman.
He's funny.
Yeah, he is funny. He's one of the funniest people.
Did you enjoy him at the comedy cafe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is a funny man. I love Brother Elijah Bowman. I started realizing how funny he was when he was in the last year's Easter production. And I'm like, wow.
He's a goofball.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to hear him minister, though.
I am too. It's like, for whatever reason, people become, the anointing comes on them, and what comes out of them. He's such a funny guy when he's not, behind the pulpit, but there's an anointing that comes on him, and he really brings an awesome word from the Lord every time he ministers. And, ever since I've been at Lighthouse, I've been here for almost, I think, 7 years, since I was 19. But every time he ministers, I remember it. He has a way of connecting with the audience, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be great this Saturday. And then we talked about the youth series already. You don't want to miss Influencer series. But Elder Jordan, this is really important, okay? Because this Sunday, 8:30 and 11 o'clock, we have our trunk or treat and harvest parties.
Yes.
So I want to take the time to talk about this, just so you guys are fully aware of what's going on. So are you going to donate your car?
Am I? I actually didn't think about it, but I would.
Put Jordan on the spot. He's going to donate his 69 Camaro. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Me and Jordan we are blessed, but we are not that blessed.
Yeah, one day.
I got a Honda Fit. Jordan's got a Nissan.
Altima, yeah.
Yeah, but it drives, Jordan.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It drives good.
It gets the job done.
It gets the job done. That's true. But the reason why we're talking about our cars is because the trunk or treat is happening this weekend. I made sure I got on the phone with Sister Ebony because I wanted to say all the information correctly. At Lighthouse, we have a philosophy that you don't take something away from kids without giving something back. That's good.
Absolutely.
That's godly. That's healthy for them. So we obviously don't celebrate that day on October 31st.
Yeah.
But what we do is we recognize all kids like candy. And if you've ever had a little girl and she didn't want to dress up like a princess, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Kids like to have fun, and, whether she's Elsa or whatever, they can dress up in something that's just safe. And, Elder Jordan, maybe he'll be out there and he'll be wearing this again. I don't know. But you can still drop off candy during office hours. If you want to call ahead, you can call 708-385-6020. If you have a Costco membership, buy a bunch of candy. And give us a call here at the church office. Drop it off, because the way that it will work is the kids ministry, they will either put the candy in your car for you, or you can bring your own car. And Sister Ebony wanted me to also ask if you plan on being one of the people who is going to donate your car. For me, for example, I'm going to donate my car for the 8:30 and 11 o'clock service. I'll be here, so I'm going to clean out my trunk, and then they are going to put candy in my car, and the kids will go from car to car, and they'll get a handful of candy, and then they'll just be full of sugar to send back to their parents. So if you want your car to be involved in that, that would be a blessing to us. But still give us a call, 708-385-6020. And that way, Sister Ebony will have an understanding of how many cars there will be. If you are going to be there, please come 30 minutes before service. So at the 8:30 service, if you can be there by 8 o'clock. If you're coming for the 11 o'clock, if you can be there by 10:30. In the staff lot, if you don't know what that is, when you're coming down the driveway, you just go straight ahead. And it's that little lot straight ahead, not the big on the left, but straight ahead, and people will be directing you anyways. But it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, are you a big candy guy?
I am.
Are you?
I'm a big sweets guy.
Okay, what's your favorite candy?
Reese's by far.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Reese's is
like the original or the sticks? Because they got a bunch of different kinds.
The original.
The original?
The original Reese's. Don't ever put them by me, because they'll be cleared out very quickly.
Do you drink with milk, or what do you do?
I definitely need some water or something.
Okay.
Yeah, any type of sugar. Like, I need some type of water with it.
Okay, so maybe the theme of Elder Jordan's car is gonna be a bunch of Reese's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So my favorite candy is, well, I got a bunch, but I like Hershey's cookies and cream.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give your kids the best candy, and we're gonna send them home to you. My daughter doesn't have any teeth, so praise God, I don't need to worry about that for a little bit. But you don't want to forget that. So I don't know, how long have we been going, Pastor Malachi? 30 minutes. See, we're seasoned now. Okay, we'll wrap it up. But Jordan, the final thing I really want to talk about, and I'll let you talk about it real quick. Well, two things, they kind of get paired together, is the live choir recording and Founders Day. So can you talk about the choir recording?
Yeah, absolutely. So the live choir recording is here on your Lighthouse campus at November 4th, 6:30 p.m. It starts.
Yeah.
And so we still have tickets.
Yes.
Now, if you take a ticket, we want to encourage you to make sure that you show up in the house, because those tickets are our way of being able to register and get a great head count of how many people are going to be here. And so we know it is going to be one of the most amazing events that you have ever been a part of. Our Lighthouse has not done this in years.
How long, Pastor Malachi? I feel like he knows the exact. How long has it been? 17
years, yeah. And we are going to do another live recording this year. And it's going to be something that, again, you just don't want to miss. We have special guests, Brother Jesse Campbell. He sang on The Voice.
Yes, he did.
We have...
And he's Bridget's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Willie Moore Jr. coming, and who's going to be with us. Willie Moore Jr. He's a hit all around the world.
Yep.
And so,
Yep.
and
Wes
then,
Morgan.
Wes Morgan. And just, it's something that when there's an opportunity like this, you don't ever want to miss out on it. And it's something that, who knows, may not happen again for a while. And so you want to make sure that you're there, you're present, you support, and something that is going to be just a really, really fun, exciting night for Lighthouse.
Yes.
And the legacy of Lighthouse.
Yes, and I'll wrap it up with this talking about Founders Day. The reason why we are pairing the recording with Founders Day, they're a week apart, is because Pastor Dan founded this choir. Mm-hmm. So it was the Pentecostals of Chicago. Now it's the All Nations Choir, and it's under Sister Bridget's leadership and Elder Brian, his band MD. They have just flourished. Yeah. And I know we have all these guests coming in, but yes, all the guests, and they're going to be amazing, but just our choir themselves,
right.
It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
So they're recording for the first time in 17 years, and that's going to be November 4th at 6:30 on campus. That's a Friday. But then not that weekend, but the following weekend, I believe it's November 12th. So that would be the 12th and the 13th, is going to be Founders Day weekend. Pastor Dan and First Lady Linda are going to be leading this ministry for 45 years.
Yeah.
So we are going to have a good time.
What a testimony.
Oh, what a testimony. That week is going to be so much fun. Live recording, then Saturday and Sunday, November 12th and 13th, is all about Founders Day, honoring Pastor Dan, honoring First Lady. And this is the one time a year that we like to bless them in a financial way. Now, here's the thing, everyone. I know that churches have done crazy stuff in the world, but our church is debt-free. Our pastor, dear God, his Yom Kippur gift was way more than his salary used to be. He doesn't take his salary. They're the most integral people I've ever met financially.
Absolutely.
And he is worthy of honor.
Yeah.
And so if you would like to bless Pastor Dan, you can do so on PushPay. I'm sure Pastor JK will have the information on the screen. And you can bless them and their family. And it's just a token of love.
Yeah.
So whether it's $45 for 45 years or whatever the Lord puts on your heart to do, just, you honor your mom and dad. Well, this is, a spiritual father to you, a spiritual mother. They're just, even all their congregants, Jordan, all the people, when me and Paris were in the hospital, they were texting us every couple hours, how's Paris doing? How's the baby? Because they are a spiritual authority in our lives, and we love them to death. And
absolutely,
we could talk about Pastor Dan and First Lady all day,
Yeah.
but we just wanted to end it by saying Founders Day is coming up next month, November 12th and 13th, and let's just honor and celebrate them. So that's all I have. Elder Jordan, is there anything else you'd have to say?
Well, now, because we're talking about the honoring, I really just want to say something too. I think that it's important. There's a verse, and I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit, but it says, a prophet is without honor in his own hometown.
Yes.
And I think that, this year, 45 years, this is such a major mark for Pastor Dan and First Lady and this ministry. And we want to be the church who shows them that love and that support in all that they've done. And you were talking about how Pastor Garland ministered about the cost behind, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And Pastor Ann has just done so many sacrificial things, and First Lady too, for this ministry. And so this is a day and this is a weekend that we get to show our pastor honor. We want him and her to be able to feel the love and just to the support of all that they've done and appreciate them. And we wouldn't want people in other places supporting them more than we are here at Lighthouse. And so, this coming Founders Day, make sure that you bring a card. Just share some things on it that,
Thank you for mentioning the cards.
Yeah.
That's something, I did not realize this, but Sister Renee has really let me know that they read every card.
Yeah.
So they love your handwritten notes. Mm-hmm. They really do.
Yeah. And so, I think that I'm excited. I love honoring our pastors, and there's no pastors in the world that I would want, and that I would, really just be able to say that I really honor their lives, their ministry, their callings. And so I think that this is a very important, crucial time to just honor our pastors. And you know what? Like, it's, you know, Pastor Dan has just done so many amazing things. And so, yeah, I think it's good. It's good that we get to do this for our ministry.
Exactly. We have a man and woman of God who have been leading one congregation for 45 years, been married, I believe, 44 years. They have kids who all serve the Lord. They have grandkids who are always here at church. They're little serving God. And what a testimony.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I know for me and you, for example, Elder Jordan, I mean, just having a godly couple to look up to and see that marriage can be amazing and raising kids can be successful and you can keep them in the house, and it's been a blessing. So we honor them, but lots of stuff happening here at Lighthouse.
Yes.
Monday, do we have Mondays with you tonight?
Yes, Mondays with Jordan.
Mondays with you. Mondays
6:30 p.m. live. You can see it. It'll post on our Facebook, our YouTube.
And YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, so jump on.
So jump on. All right. Love you, Lighthouse family. Hope you took notes. God bless you. We will see you Wednesday. God bless.
Shalom, family. I would love for you to travel with me on a pilgrimage that will change your life. My 32nd tour of Israel is coming up October 30th through November 9th of 2023. I'm telling you, this will be life-changing for you. We'll go to all of the sites in Jerusalem, the upper room. We'll go to the Sea of Galilee and take a wooden boat ride. I'll baptize you in the River of Jordan, and we'll go to the empty tomb. It is something you cannot miss. It's all inclusive. It will include your airfare, your hotel, your ground transportation, your food, everything. And this is the first time ever we're including an extra night, a night of relaxation at the end of the tour on the Mediterranean, the most beautiful beach in Netanya, Israel. Last year I was there and I said, I'm adding an extra night for the first time in my life on any of these tours I've ever done. So it's going to be a holiday on the last night. Shalom. Go to Israel with me 2023.